Well, it's because you're short.
Oh, because I'm short. He's cut off. Okay. So here we go.
Light is so. Oh, this is
Hi everyone.
different.
We're live. This is the Dating Doctors. Today I'm different time. Yes, went at 1:30 instead of 2 o'clock because
That looks shiny.
Well, Ted looks shiny. He's got a glow about him.
I've got a glow.
And my other colleague, Virginia, she is unavailable today, so we're going to have Ted as our stand-in for Virginia. Are you ready?
God bless all of you.
The man who's been married 27 years
That's
is
right.
going to help us.
I'm going to try to guide you. Would that be good? And
Yes.
I'm also trying to go live, so bear with me
So,
at the
yeah.
same time. I'm very excited about this.
Yes, so I really appreciate everyone joining me today. We are going to be talking about online dating, and as the dating doctor, because I only have one today, the dating doctor.
Who's the doctor?
I am.
Oh God, where's the white coat?
He's like the physician's
Am I
assistant.
I'm
but
the assistant?
which is awesome because you could prescribe. So
I love it. I need to prescribe. You know.
Absolutely. So we're here to talk today to give you, and really for men, I think this is really a great showcase for us women, me, that is, to help you with your online dating profiles.
Hi everybody. Oh look who's on. I like to say. Do you get to say hi or is that?
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
I'm
Eleanor.
trying not to take over. I'm not trying not to take over the show.
No, it's okay because
I'm used to being like the host.
Yes.
It's weird being a guest.
It is, right?
It's a little strange. Hey Eleonora.
He's sort of out of his comfort zone
Hey
too.
Ed.
Because,
No, it's all right. And then wow, I kind of like this lighting. It looks like touched by an angel.
yes,
It's
look
coming
at
in.
me. Look, I have like a halo because I'm an angel. So see that with the two above my head?
She's an angel, all
I am
right.
an
Here we go.
angel. So that's why, as an angel of dating,
I wasn't sure. I thought you were going to say
here-
angel of mercy or angel of death.
I thought that's where you're, yeah. So I was waiting for you to like
do
fill in the blank. So we're here today to give you, as unlicensed to practice in the state of Florida, unsolicited dating advice that's most likely going to be questionable in nature. So hang on for the next 20
Questionable in nature. Here we
questionable
go.
in nature. Hi everyone. So
It's
we're
we're going live on a new
we're
stream too.
double live.
Hey everybody,
double live.
this is the TED Show, and I'm actually on Yvonne's show. So we're playing with this new technology. This stuff is so cool, guys. Hey Ted, love that shirt. Thank you very much, Ed.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys. I can't wait to meet you. Eleonora talks about you like she loves you and is married to you, which I love.
To what we're going to be discussing today, which is online dating profiles for men. We are here to help you, men of the world, who are looking for your soulmate online. As a person who has been on online dating for way longer than I want to admit, the things that I'm seeing are, I can help you to improve your odds. Because women perceive, and this is sort of this is the marketing realm. When you are putting an online profile together, you're packaging yourself and trying to market yourself
I like
to
that word.
the demographic, which is, in this case, females, and this is great. So what happens is that in a dating profile, if you're not a single person, and like you've been married 27 years, you may not be aware.
Can you believe I'm that old?
Yeah,
I was married when I was 12. I was
12.
a child bride.
It was
Hey,
legal.
K-Boss, how you doing? K's on. Hey, K-Boss.
So-
we also have this whole audience here, so
I love it.
say hi,
Hi, guys.
Yvonne.
Hello.
We're trying to figure all this stuff out. This is again, I'm not taking over the show. So let me, just some parameters on the show.
Yes.
Am I making any kind of double entendre, smart comments, or is this serious stuff that we're supposed to...
No, this is not serious.
I totally look washed out there, but no wrinkles.
This is absolutely, you're supposed to go ahead
See,
and...
they send waves.
Hey!
Isn't that cool?
I love it.
Hey, boss. All right.
So here's an online dating profile. We're going to get started. Now this is I had my phone out last time, but you probably can't see because there's going to be a lot of glare. But this is a particular gentleman who is in Orlando, and he has what we call the cropping out of the ex-girlfriend. So if you're going to choose a picture for your online profile, please don't use one where you've half cut out your ex-spouse or your ex-girlfriend.
Do people do that? See, I've
Yes,
never been
absolutely.
on a dating...
See that, Ted? That's exactly an example.
Why would he do that?
Because that's the best picture he could find of himself. Was probably take.
All he had to do was X out a little bit more, and nobody would see
No,
her.
because he doesn't want people to think he's a loser.
What is wrong with people?
So he's actually had a woman in his life in the past.
Wow.
Okay, so
I mean, haven't we all?
no, we're not judging people. We're judging their packaging of their profile pictures and the descriptions, which we'll get into as well. So we're going to go on to the next.
But I don't understand. So I'm curious because I've
Yes.
never used any of these sites. Obviously,
Okay.
I've been married for 27 years. So when you go on there and you all see a picture like that, is it? Oh look, thank you. Ted Show has risen to #1 in the daily rankings on guess where? Up Live.
Up Live.
USA. So, but I don't understand the online dating thing. So when you as a person, as a woman, look at that. Like, do you look and go, I don't want to see the other girl swipe left? Isn't it swipe left or swipe
Yes,
right?
it is. Left is for
hear
no
about
and
this.
right is for yes. So, yeah, absolutely. If we see you in a picture, the first picture that is of you and it's your ex-girlfriend or ex-spouse, it's probably not going to be the thing that's going to make us gravitate to you. So, and this gentleman, we talk about a lot about this, and it really is prevalent. It is, Ted, what is that? Do you see that? It's a man with sunglasses.
He looks like the Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers. He's,
bad.
once again,
First of all, is he inside too?
He's inside, so it's probably the witness
Why would
protection
you
program.
do that? Or Corey Hart,
Yeah,
sunglasses
Corey-
at night. I don't know what's
absolutely.
happening.
So, you know, the 1980s called and they want their look back. And with that being said, I mean, do you really want that to be your profile?
But and he also
pic?
has a girl in the background.
Yes,
what is the
he
point
does.
of that?
He does. And it just, you know.
Are dudes just dumb or like
well,
what is it? I
let's-
can say
We could
this.
turn to you and ask you about
No,
that.
I'm going to tell you, dudes really are dumb.
They really are dumb,
We
yeah.
really aren't that smart. But I still don't understand in this online dating world where you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Why would you include a picture of another woman in your profile?
And
That just
that's
seems
my-
so crazy.
My theory is, you know, being that I'm a research scientist with online.
You are.
Yes, my theory is, my hypothesis.
I'm working on my
is that
PhD.
Are you? D is as in drink.
I don't. Oh,
as
good
in-
drink. I weren't
okay.
sure where we were
Go,
going
yeah.
there.
So, my hypothesis is that these gentlemen want to show that they are able to have a female on their arm. It's just that
Why would
it's
you
not
do
you
that?
at this moment. It was somebody else in the
All
past.
right, so let me ask you.
Yes.
I mean, so when you see that as a woman,
Yeah.
do you go, "Oh, good, he's got a girl on his arm, so he isn't a serial killer"? Right? Is that what you think, or is that just, to me that would be an
No.
immediate turn off?
Okay, here's an awesome picture.
Oh my God, why?
So,
What is
this
wrong
particular gentleman
with you
has a
guys?
tattoo of a skull on his hands, which when he puts it up to his face makes it look like he has a skull face. So that is his profile pic.
Why would you do that?
Well, that
Okay, boss,
may-
if I'm supposed to be doing something,
That
you tell
may
me.
be
Educate me.
That may be actually attractive to some people. So we can't really say.
All right, I have one quick thing. John Wilde's on, who I love.
Yes,
and
John.
we're going to work on, aren't we, John? That damn radio show and some other things. So I'm really excited about that. But he said PhD, pass him drinks. That's awesome.
That is very good. Pass him drinks. I love it.
So that guy, though, why would you put, like, obviously he thinks that attracts some woman to that look. But wow, I mean, I guess there's all kinds, right?
Yeah, I just had a picture come up, which I've
Did
swiped
you swipe left on?
I did left, and the date in the corner said 2008. So we know that photo is 10 years
It's
old.
10 years old.
So he didn't even take the time to wipe out the little date
He's
in the
not
corner.
serious.
This is what I'm saying. If you're not serious, you know, maybe you should consider
All
not
right, so
being
let's look at
honest.
that picture.
This
So
is-
my first gut reaction on this picture.
This is-
the guy's he's fishing.
Fishing.
It looks like a dude's picture, right? There's no other girls in it.
Yeah.
So you were going to click no on that though. So tell me
Well,
why.
you know,
'Cause
the thing
I'm
is that
fascinated.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine that if a
Only
person.
fine though. Did
Yeah,
you hear?
to show that you're doing something, an activity that which you like to do. So as a female who likes to fish, which is not me, but if you were, then that person would say, oh, that guy does what I like. So the packaging here isn't bad at all, but it is once again sunlight, sunglasses, unaware of what his facial features
Oh, so
look
he
like.
could be like butt ugly behind the
Well, we
sunglasses.
don't talk about attractiveness on this show because we're not mean-spirited. But we do talk about
Allegedly.
packaging of
Packaging.
how you're going to market yourself. So the big truck,
How do you-
this is very typical here. I mean, this might be a Florida thing, is where you have your monster truck.
Can I tell you what I already know what this guy
in the
is?
picture, yes.
This guy, monster truck.
Uh-huh. Okay. So are you saying that he's got a very
Listen,
low
here's the
self-esteem?
deal.
Is that what
Oh
you're
yeah,
saying?
we'll go with low self-esteem.
Okay.
If you have to promote how big your truck is, or you
yeah.
got to rev up your engines at a light, yeah, you've got some issues that we need to talk about.
Yes.
Actually, we don't. I don't. It's going to be a short story anyway.
Well, we did talk about the mugshot, which I just had one that just looked like a mugshot, and we wonder why you would decide to use a mugshot as your profile picture, other than maybe that the state of Florida or the county in which you were incarcerated did a better job taking the photo
Right?
than
Like
you
that
could.
guy. There's a whole guy who went to jail and now has a modeling career over this.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's true. That,
I read about
yes.
this. Right?
Yeah, he was apparently very attractive in his mugshot. So, and then the group shot is really important because we don't know who you are in the photo. Which are you the man on the left?
Oh,
or
they
the man
don't
on the right?
identify. Let me see that
No.
shot.
So how do you
So
know
how
who
are you
it is?
supposed to know?
And there's 2 men and 2 women. So 2 men and 2 women indicate that they're probably couples out on the town.
So why would you do that on a dating site?
I don't know. That's
I'm
why
so confused
I'm glad
by
I have
this,
a man's
people.
perspective on this
No, it's
today.
really weird. Do women do the same thing when they?
I don't know because I don't look at the women's profiles.
That is so
I would love
odd.
anybody's questions.
Women cannot be as dumb as men are, as far as this is
Absolutely.
concerned.
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know.
All right, so what's this picture?
Well, this picture is a gentleman looking down to the floor. So he's not looking at the camera. It's probably because he was caught off guard that he didn't realize that
But
he
you
was
want
having
a picture that's caught off guard
Well,
as your picture for a dating site?
I don't understand.
I'm so
This is the
confused
reason
by all
why
this.
we're doing this show is to bring clarity to the online dating world and to help men and help us ladies understand why would you post a picture of yourself looking downward, which means it doesn't even look like you're interested at all.
We have to do one on women next time because I'm dying to see what the looks are. Because if women, I'm going to give you so much more credit. There is no way that you're going to be dumb like the dudes are being on these pictures.
I would really love to see some of those. So I think that's what we'll do on our next show. As here's another cropping out of the spouse, so that you can.
Well, yeah, it's not like he's got. I mean, is that actually
okay,
a?
So this is a profile pic, and it says, "I hate starting new relationships. I gotta act like I ain't crazy for 2 months." That is an
Wow.
actual profile pic. Yes.
Dear prison,
wow.
deliver the
So I'm
letter to the prison.
So he's starting out telling you that he hates starting new relationships because he's got to act like he's not crazy for 2 months. So that we may want to
Is
swipe
this
on that.
why you all are so exhausted
Yes,
all the time?
it's exhausting.
Oh yeah, see, I couldn't date. I met Stacy in college, and we decided it's death or divorce. And I don't know. Well, she's dying first. I love you, but
Well,
we
then
all
you
said
have
it.
you do have photos like this.
I actually
where
personally
this is like
know
a modeling
him.
shot.
I actually know him.
You know
Personally,
this person?
I absolutely personally know that person.
Wow. Well, he's a great photo, and this is what you do.
That's what you want. That is actually a good
This is an example
photo.
of what you should do on a
Fantastic
dating site.
photo.
Absolutely.
Yes. How funny that you pulled up someone I know, of course.
Well, Ted knows everyone in Orlando, so the possibilities of him
may
knowing
be
someone is going to happen. And I also clicked yes on it.
Oh, good. You should. I'll introduce you.
Oh, come
I'll personally
on, guys!
introduce you.
It's
I know him. Totally.
nothing ventured, nothing gained.
No, that's correct.
Right?
And that's the other thing. I mean, don't you want to take, you don't want to take a risk with the guy who might be in prison or the guy who's got like 8 sunglasses is all he wants. Now, do you have extra pictures after that, or do you only get to look at one picture?
Oh, there's more pictures. The thing is that this is your initial photograph that will catch someone's attention.
Now, do people put so I've heard all about this. Do people put their privates on there?
Their private what?
Their privates on there? I don't know.
Their private Benjamin? What is it?
Yeah, their private Benjamin.
Their private Benjamins absolutely show up.
Do they put it on here, or do they send you afterward once you've hit yes?
Well,
I'm curious. I've
okay.
never.
Well, the privates are there's moderators who will let if it's late at night, the moderators aren't working, that it'll happen.
It goes through.
It goes through.
But you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. No, that's absolutely inappropriate.
I'm amazed at this.
I'm glad that you asked, though.
No, honestly, I just figured that because I always hear about the D-pics, and I'm like, what? First of all, I would laugh if I tried to take a picture. It just makes me giggle.
This guy is actually looks like he's in a cabin or a hotel. It's a cabin. He's in a cabin on a cruise.
He's in a cabin right before the Criminal Minds people come in and knock on the door.
And check
That's
for
exactly where he is.
with luminol. They're looking for.
They're looking. He is definitely. They finally found their unsub, and they found him.
That's
there.
right. Absolutely. So yes, that's prior to cleanup. So that's the
I
kind
mean, no wonder you all are frustrated and exhausted.
So don't you think that there's a need for this show, Ted? Because we're trying to help men to do a better job.
So you've
attracting
got
women.
really awesome men like John Wild's on,
Yeah.
but dudes tend to be not smart about dating, or pretty much anything when it comes to women. So we're not really bright about it. We don't get it. We're not really good at understanding what you guys are going through. So part of me is not as surprised as I probably should be at these photos. But if you're going to put your best foot forward or your best face forward, and you choose something like that picture, which she didn't show
I
you.
didn't show it because it wouldn't be.
It was like Lenny from Of Mice and Men. I mean, it was the worst picture ever. We can have a whole business of taking photos and making sure that they look good, not photoshopping.
So this is really good. This gentleman has himself and 3 airline stewardesses. That is his profile pic.
Wow.
So 3 airline stewardesses.
So do you think though that the guy is saying, I like to be involved with more than one woman?
It absolutely is a point to that direction.
Couldn't it be, right? I mean, is that what they're putting out there?
Well, this is another one that we see a lot of. It's the gym selfie, and where they hold up the camera.
Once again.
Yes.
If you have to do that, it's this.
There's no face in the photo; it's just the body, and then of course the camera being pointed toward a mirror. So we talk about the fact that there is a way of doing selfies, and you could actually Google that. If you're unaware of how to take a selfie with your cell phone, if you Google how to take a selfie, that's kind of good knowledge, right?
What if we taught a class on how to take a selfie? I think we could do a webinar on it.
Yes, we should do at least a half-hour webinar on how to take a selfie.
I'm amazed.
Yes, it is. I mean,
all right, so that guy's having a fraternity.
Yeah,
all right, so
we have the young. I'm hot and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it.
Yeah.
Picture. I'm too sexy for a shirt.
You
remember that song?
Yeah, I love it. Too young Fred or too somebody Fred.
Yeah, too
late Fred.
Too late Fred. Yes.
Yeah.
Trivia. Then there's again.
All right, so that's a very artistic
This is very
picture.
artistic. Yes.
See, we're up to 103 live watching.
Absolutely. This is a very artistic photo. This is a profile. This is what your first impression is going to be.
So at least that's not. You know what I mean? At least that was artistic.
Yes.
But I don't think it tells you anything about the guy.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all.
No.
We call that
swipe left on that one.
Well, can we say what that is? What he's wearing?
Like a wife beater?
I'm glad that Ted said it because yes,
why
that's
would you wear that in a
clothing
picture,
that
guys?
he's wearing in his
Nobody.
Your wife beater
Straight,
shirt.
Gay, whatever you want. Nobody wants to see a wife beater.
It's the best foot forward. The car selfie is really the golden. Is what people do. It's the number one.
So on the
shot.
car selfie, I'm very happy that we had to see he wears a seatbelt. So he's safety oriented.
He's safety oriented. So that's the kind of gentleman that you'd want to be with. This
I
man
guess.
is not. It's a car selfie. It's the second one.
Let me see this
And
one.
he's not wearing a seatbelt. So he's probably a bit of a risk taker.
He is, and an astronaut.
And an astronaut, absolutely. So that would be that could be attractive. Here's a photo of this person's of a car with absolutely nothing else but a car.
So is that car impressive? Do I need to know what kind of car that is?
I don't even know what. I think it's some kind of hopped up.
Is it a Mercedes?
Jeep. It's a Jeep, hopped up. Like, see my technical term?
Very nice, Henry Ford.
It
looks very good.
Model T Ford.
It really is. So he's 900, is what you're saying.
Well, we have that as well. We have
so
men
how
who say
many?
there.
So let me ask you. So when you go on and you do your thing,
Yes.
how many times, like when you're in the throes of this and you are actually on the site and you're swiping left or hitting no, I guess is the easiest thing.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work? How many people do you go through in a 1-hour session?
If you sit on here for an hour, you could probably swipe through a couple hundred people. In a day, probably 1,000.
And here's the great thing,
And
which
yet
I've learned from you.
nobody.
What I've learned
That's
from
the
you
best.
is that geography is not an issue.
It is.
Oh, it is?
It is and it isn't. And I'm going to tell you, I'm so glad you brought that up. That's a really good point. So you can set your radius to how far out of a distance you want to attract people. So in this case, you could say up to 100 miles. But then my experience has been is that if you do match with that person and you start having a conversation with them, what it winds up is, oh, I'm sorry, you're too far from me, so we can't date. I live in Oviedo, and I had a gentleman who I was getting along with, had a great conversation going for about 2 days, and then he said, well, he lives in Altamont Springs, that's too far.
From Oviedo?
Yes.
People, that's like a 10-15 minute ride.
You know what it is? It's if you could get a pizza in 30 minutes, that's okay. If Domino's delivers in 30 minutes or less, right?
Right.
Well, I live 30 minutes or less, but I wasn't worthy of going out with him because. But
How is that on your psyche? So I'm amazed at that. So we obviously don't know, other than the one guy, the people who are swiping through.
Yes.
But when somebody responds or doesn't respond, or when you reach out to somebody, like let's say you like a picture and you go yes, you click a yes. So does that person get automatically notified?
Yes.
And then you all begin a dialogue?
No, it's only if they like you back.
So they have to like you back. So your picture also has to be good.
It helps.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's his mom in there.
Yes,
so
his
that's
mother.
good.
So yes, we talked about like,
What is wrong with you people?
This is going to be, we call that a schmata.
It is. It's a schmata, like we were talking about earlier. It's a schmata.
So it's a schmata. It's a head wrap. So
It's a schmata.
It's the choice. It's the choices that you make that
I just
determine
feel
your
sorry
future.
for you all because.
This is very artistic as well. This is showing.
So
a very
I like the
cool-
artistic. I don't have a problem with it. So that shows there's a little creativity.
Creativity, absolutely.
And that's a real picture.
This one is. We can always tell if you're a visitor because there's a photo of you either at Disney or at Universal or at the airport.
Scary
So
stuff.
you're not here for a relationship. So, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a matter of. I know exactly where this is. This is Froggers. So I can tell by the background.
Okay, Froggers shouldn't be. Well, I guess it could. So
It could
here's
be,
the
it
thing.
could be,
So
absolutely.
I'm thinking about it from my perspective, right? I have to think about it. He's being 100% authentic with you,
Yes.
and going, "You take me as I am. I'm in a t-shirt and I'm at Froggers, which is like kind of a Gators dockside
Yes.
restaurant here in Florida." And so good. Then you know what you're getting into. If you're high and mighty and like caviar,
You mean
that
like
guy
this
needs
photo?
to.
So this photo is he's in like the Palace of Versailles.
Yes,
Is that
because
what they
that's
call
Louis
that?
the 14th
This
right
is Louis
there.
the 14th chair, and yeah, that's actually Louis 14th on the wall.
Yeah.
He looks very relaxed in this photo. This
Except
gentleman.
he's got flip-flops on.
Flip-flops.
Dudes, I want you to stop with the flip-flops.
Oh, goodness.
I could have a whole show
We
about
could
that.
go on about footwear.
I'm not a flip-flop guy.
Yeah, I mean it really depends on what you're putting yourself out as,
at
but
least-
it's fine.
So what I wonder is, I'm dying to next show, and I've got a meeting at 2:00.
Yeah, we're gonna be ending this.
But I'm dying to look at the women's pictures next
We will
time.
absolutely do
Because
that.
I think that will give us a really cool understanding of how men and women think differently. Because I honestly think that the women, I can't imagine that they're going to show themselves surrounded by a whole bunch of dudes.
We're going to have to
maybe.
explore that. And then some women, that they show a little too much, or they show, things that. But it's up to the individual. We're just trying to say is that as a marketing, person, I like to show that when you're putting yourself out there, men, we want to see your face. We want to see your true, authentic self. And pictures of cars or you in your car with sunglasses on hides you. So this is really what the online dating is. And Ted, thank you so much for appearing today.
Oh my God, that was so
on
good.
The Dating Doctors.
I'm amazed. That's literally the very first time I've ever looked at a site like that. And so then to see what guys are doing, no wonder we have a dating crisis in the United States. It's
Absolutely.
crazy.
Absolutely.
And I want to thank all of our Up Live fans. We had 113 people watching. We love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go live in a little bit. I'm learning this. It's my second day, and Yvonne's going to have to get on there with the Dating
absolutely.
Doctors. But you guys are so awesome. K-Boss, thanks for sending all that stuff. Thanks for all the comments. You guys, we love you and appreciate you so much.
Thank you
Awesome.
guys. Enjoy.
Hey.
Have a great
Hey.
day.